So as of today, Stellar Blade has officially been released worldwide, and I hope everyone who purchased the game is enjoying it. But even with the game finally being released, there's so much talk going around about how this game has been censored. If you've been following up on one of the situations, the biggest one was the whole thing of how the shop is called Hard R, which to me, I feel like it's a silly thing to point out. It is what it is, and I'm not gonna go too much into details about that because it's already been patched just for it just to be called Crime R. Like, that makes such a change. But it's just such a funny thing to point out. Like, I don't even know who out there thought about this thing. I'm pretty sure the Korean developers didn't even know it was a thing and they just made the name. I even believe that in the demo, the shop was even called Hard R. So now that the game is released and people are pointing this out, I feel like it's pretty funny that people are finally pointing it out now that the game is released. But unfortunately, if you thought that was the end of it, that's not even the end of it. So supposedly the day one patch patched out a couple things that is making people go nuts on Twitter. So shout out to Learning the Law. He talks about all the things that has to do with censorship and gaming and all that other stuff. I mean, he could get a little out of hand, but you know, I follow the dude because, you know, he's showing what it is out there. He's calling everybody out what it is, but that's none of my business, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, he was pointing out something about a costume. He points out that certain costumes are now censored in the day one patch compared to the previous patch that was before the day one patch. So here's an example right now that you can see, like in between her thighs, you can see like before it was a little bit more open, but now they kind of like just covered it. While I think that is not so much of a big deal for people to go out there and complain saying they're going to cancel their pre-orders, I think this one is a little bit bigger than the one that I just talked about. He also shows a screenshot how in the previous patch before the release, when you slaughter a monster, their blood will be covered on Eve. But now after the day one patch, the blood doesn't cover her anymore. Now to me, I do see why people are complaining because they did advertise this game that in all regions, it won't be censored. And so what happened? They censored things after the day one patch. So my insinuation is that Sony didn't want to deal with the media and all this other stuff and like the journalists complaining about the game. They literally stealth patched and censored these things thinking that people wouldn't pick up on it. But little do they know, they were so wrong. Because so many people on Twitter are complaining about this. And back to my own opinion, like I said, I literally think this is not such a big deal. Because all in all, they still kept all the sexy costumes for Eve. They didn't remove any costumes or anything like that that was originally supposed to be in the game. And a ton of people on Twitter talking about, oh, I'm going to cancel my pre-order. I'm not going to buy the game anymore. I'm not supporting this game anymore. You guys are literally backstabbing the developers Shift Up. Because props to Shift Up for even creating this game. They wanted to make a brand new IP with a sexy female protagonist, and that's exactly what we got. You guys also had to remember that without Sony, this game probably wouldn't have had the budget it's gotten to create this game. And also aside from that, what publisher was really going to pick up this IP? Yes, I get that Sony is like a woke company now, but at the very least, you guys got to give Sony some props because they did leap their foot into the doors into helping with development of this game. I'm sure Sony already knew that this game was going to have some type of sexual aura to it because, I mean, I'm pretty sure they did some background check or some background information into like what games Shift Up created, and they probably saw Nikki and was just like, oh shit, so this is the type of games they make. I mean, hey, like, it's whatever. If the game sells, we're gonna help him. We're gonna help them, you know? So, I mean, props to Sony for that. Like, I'm not giving them full credit. Yes, they did censor the game. Yes, it is annoying, but I mean, what can we do in this society, man? You gotta blame the journalists and you gotta blame the people who are complaining on Twitter, man. But all in all, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this game being censored after the day one patch. And are you guys enjoying the game for anyone who picked it up? And if you've gotten this far in this video, I really appreciate it. And please remember to subscribe to my channel and like this video. I see so many people watching my videos but not subscribing to my channels. Please hit that subscribe button. I want some more subscribers. I want to make more videos for you guys. So please subscribe to my channel. I will highly appreciate it. My name is Sam Maddock and I'll see you guys in the next video.